Hi there, I'm the BigCraigO, and thank you for joining me on this week's first Deck Tech. The BigCraigO, I don't know how to refer to it. We upload every day, so at 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. And today's deck is a spicy brew that a fellow streamer, Hello Good Games, has been talking a little bit about, which is Naya Tokens. So I had a look at the content, e.g. the information that he put out, had a look at the deck list and thought, wow, this looks like the kind of deck I'd like to have a bit of a play with. So let's go and have a look at the deck, I guess, is the first step. Okay, so let's have a bit of a look through the deck itself. As you can see here, it uses the companion Jegantha. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. It's 1 green or red and 4 other for a 5/5 companion creature. It can be tapped and adding 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, and 1 green. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs. Yeah, so it's a good creature. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a 5/5 body for 5 that makes a lot of mana. It's not bad, especially in a deck like this. Going on to the 1-drops for this deck, we've got a full 4 playset of Giant Killer. So 1 white for a 1/2, has the added benefit of Chop Down, which is an instant adventure for 1 white and 2 other. Allows you to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Runs the Edgewall Innkeeper for 1 green. It's a 1/1 human peasant creature, and whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. It doesn't need to have gone on the adventure first. So basically it's just a card engine. By every card that has adventure, it just means you get to draw a card. We also run another 4 of the Jaspera Sentinels, 1 green for a 1/2, Elf Rogue with Reach. You can tap it and another creature to create a mana of any color. Moving on to the 2-drops, it runs 2 Clarion Spirits for 1 white, 1 other for a 2/2, and whenever you cast your second spell of each turn, you create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. 2 Draneth Magistrates, 1 white, 1 other for a 1/3 human wizard creature. Your opponent can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Runs 3 Kabiri Takedowns, which on the flip side is a white land that comes into play tapped. Quite good removal. The removal in from this particular card is based on it doing damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. It's quite useful. It's an instant. In the 3-drop slot, we have the Elite Spellbinder, full play set of 4 of these. 1 white, 2 other for a 3/1 human cleric creature with flying. When Elite Spellbringer enters the battlefield, look at the target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell that casts this way costs 2 more to cast. So this is the Paulo card design. So very, very cool card. What it basically means is that you can slow down your opponent's ability to cast that particular card by making it cost 2 more. For Bone Crusher Giants, this is a stalwart card that's been around for forever and a day and is in a lot of decks. 1 red and 2 other for a 4/3 creature giant. Whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes a target of a spell, Bone Crusher Giant deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Pretty useful. The other thing is it has the instant adventure called Stomp, which is 1 red, 1 other. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Very useful. And Stomp deals 2 damage to any target, so you can pick out those removal or do directly damage to the face. Full 4 playset of Lovestruck Beast, 1 green, 2 other for a Beast Noble creature. It's a 5/5. Lovestruck Beast can't attack unless you control a 1/1 creature. Heart's Desire is 1 green. It's a sorcery adventure. Create a 1/1 white human creature token, which obviously enables the Lovestruck Beast to attack. And then rounding out the deck in the sort of final couple of slots, we've got 2 Toski's Bearer of Secrets, which is 1 green, 3 other for a 1/1 legendary creature squirrel. It's indestructible, it can't be countered, and Toski Bearer of Secrets attacks each combat if able. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card, so it's a great card engine. We run a full 4 playset of the Showdown of the Skulls, which is 1 red, 1 white, 2 other for a saga. The first mode when this comes into play is you get to exile the top 4 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards, which is really useful. The 2 other modes is at 2 and 3 do the same thing, which is whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So very useful. Land-wise, you can see there it's got 2 plains, 2 mountains, and 3 forests. Runs a full play set of the pathways in the sense of the red-green version, also the red-white version, so quite useful. It also runs the green-white. So you've got 12 cards there that basically are filtering and giving you the ability to be able to pick out the colour that you currently don't have. And then to top that off, you have a Fabled Passage as well, which allows you to go and sacrifice and go and grab the pieces that you need as far as colours go. You'll notice across the deck that there are no double mana cost cards, so it makes it fairly easy to get the right pieces as you go forward. Just checking out the sideboard, although I play best of 1, there are different options here. You've got another few cards that would be quite useful if you were playing best of 3. So Glass Caskets for removal, a Rolling Vortex, if you're not familiar with that, it's 1 red, 1 other. For an enchantment at the beginning of each player's upkeep, Rolling Vortex deals 1 damage to them whenever a player casts a spell. If no mana was spent to cast that spell, Rolling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. You can pay 1 red, your opponent can't gain life this turn. It's quite good. Rip Apart, very popular, 1 white, 1 red, sorry. For a sorcery spell, you can choose one of the 2 sort of modes. Rip Apart deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, or you can destroy target artifact or enchantment. Runs another Magistrate. Redeem, God of Worthy, quite good for slowing your opponent down. Koloth's, God of Destiny, same sort of deal, basically uses graveyard hate to be able to cause damage. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add mana, otherwise you gain 2 life and your opponent takes 2 damage. It also runs 3 Ox of Agronos. I want to say that, I'm not particularly good at pronouncing these, which is a card that allows you to draw extra cards once you bring it into play. So all in all, the deck itself is fairly solid from my point of view looking at it. It's obviously very creature heavy, and mana sort of is 3 colours, so you've got to be careful picking the right land. But other than that, looks fairly solid. So let's go and have a look at the mana curve. Okay, so right here you can see there's 30 creatures, massive. 7 non-creatures, which are your enabling spells to give you more card draw. Average casting cost across this deck is 2.3, so you can see in the 1 drops and the 3 drops are quite high. You've got a sizable amount of 2 drops and only a few in the sort of 4 drop slot. Land-wise, there's 23 land in total in this deck, and they're spread out fairly evenly. It does say that there's more white in here, which you can see from some of the mixes of sort of cards that require white, but you know, there's a fair amount of green as well, and red is sort of the representation colour for Naya. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's go and have a look at the how the deck performs. Well, we're up against Sparky, Arena's AI program, so let's see how this deck goes. The reason I play against Sparky first off, if you're not familiar already, is because I can just talk through the games themselves are not particularly intensive on the old RAM. So this looks like a fairly good hand. I've got some creatures that I can sort of play, a little bit of removal, a bit of burn. So yeah, let's see how we go.
Rightio, now let's play.
Say hello to Sparky and wish her a bit of love. Sec, what do we got here? Yeah, okay, so first things first, play the green, play the Innkeeper out. Play out the Clarion Spirit now. No attacks. So we're basically just trying to build up our board state to be able to play as much as possible, play creatures and things that are going to forward sort of develop our board state. Gonna shoot smart, and then I'm gonna play a second spell just to trigger. There we go. Attacking for 3. Drop our opponent down to 15. It's not too bad considering we're on 3 mana. Alright. Take another 3. Drop down to 14. I'm going to play Oski. I'm going to attack in with the flyer just to get the card draw. Excuse me. Okay, so I've just got my 2/2, that's fine. Because this is indestructible, I can block and not really be concerned. Okay, so we're in a fairly good position now. Play a second red card. Shoot the Loxodon. And then cast this. Okay, so Toski has to attack. I'm going to attack with pretty much everything. Because I can cast or refill my hand. Oh, a lot of land, but that's okay. Block here with the flyer, the token. Alright, so first things first, we play the showdown. Play another green. Play your Clarion Spirit. Attack. Just going to attack him with those. Leave back the giant just in case. We're going to have to discard some cards here, which is, it is what it is. So, get rid of a land, extra Toski, and the Fabled, that'll do. Alright, so we've got a full grip and then some. Another Loxodon, rightio. Pay this out. Probably make that indestructible larger. Another green. Yeah, play this. Play this. So you can see how this deck just gets larger and larger and larger. I'm just going to attack in with that for now. We don't kill it, but it is what it is. Just having a look at the hand here. get rid of one of the spellbinders only because I can see they've only got a couple of cards in hand. So, sacrifice 2 of the tokens to kill their Loxodon. Alright, play the land. Gonna increase the size of some of these flyers. See if we can grab anything. Ooh, okay. It's a little cheeky, wasn't it? Play this one. We're going to draw some more cards again. Tap that one. I think I've put them on the right ones. And then this. As you can see, they just get so crazy big. All attack for lethal. Not bad.
You got me.
Thanks, Sparky. This looks like a solid enough hand. We've got a little bit of ability to make different coloured mana, etc. So let's see if we can draw into it. All right. Love, green, play the Sentinel. If we draw a white mana, that would be great, which we do. Beautiful. Play this. Play this. Auto pay. Nice. Pretty explosive for turn 2 to have 5 power on the board. Is the red out. Gonna see what they got in their hand. They can go that way. Then attack in for 3. So they can bounce something if they choose. Yeah. All good. Play this. Play this. Move to the attack step. Drop it down to 13. Manila Dog. I think I've played against them before. At some point, you're going to cross paths with people you've played against before. Okay, so that's a 4 mana at the moment. attack step. That. Should have played that first, and I could have attacked with a 5. Gosh dang it. Okay, so is it a counter spell? Probably. Could also be the draw as well. Okay, play this. See if it's the counter spell. If it is, it is. Doesn't look like it is. Cancel that for now. Play that. Down to 4. End turn. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see what they do. Okay, we get there. Happy with that. Happy with that. I got so excited about playing the game that I didn't actually start recording. So, yeah, let's say hello to our opponent and wish them some love. We need a green to go first. Play the 1-2 sample just because it can help us ramp if we need it. Let's do this, play this, and then kill that. So we've got lots of land. Now we just need to start drawing into some other stuff. No attacks for now, just end turn. Alright, next turn what we do, depending on what we draw, but we'll probably play the Fable Passage into the showdown. Okay, there we go. No, that's a trap. That's why it's a trap. Excuse me. We've got green at it, so I'm going to go for another white. Just cause. No attacks. In turn. So hopefully they attack in with this, they pump it up, and then I'm going to kill it with the giant killer. So first thing, is it all creatures? Creatures you control get +1. Okay. No blocks. Nicely done. Play this. Play this. In for 2 just because I've got nothing else I can do at the moment with it. Dropping down 18. Alright. Hopefully they don't have too many more of the... We get there. Alright. Okay, so this hand looks pretty good from my perspective. It's got a little bit of everything. I would have preferred something other than 2 showdowns, but you know, it is. So let's wish our opponent a bit of love. So I'll play the green out. Give my opponent a bit of false read as to what we're doing, theoretically. With the 2-2. Go back to them. So they've got a couple of different things. Just 3-1 in for now, dropping down to 15. Alright, so next turn we'll in theory be able to play the Scold. Yeah. Turn my headset down a little bit, it's a bit loud. Yeah, we get to draw some cards, hopefully a land in there. We do get a land. Attack step. I'm just going to attack him with the 3-1 again. So we've got a 1-1. So it has to be a 1-1 for the Love Struck Beast to be able to attack, so we've got to protect the 1-1, or we've got to make another 1-1. Can't be a 1-2, unfortunately. Won't let you attack if you have that. I'm not sure what my opponent's thinking about. Come on, Danny, you can do it. Hopefully they're not thinking about how close they are to lethal, because that would make me sad. I do like this deck. It's good fun to play this deck. Okay. I'm not sure quite what's going on, but anyway. Okay, so first things first, let's play this. I'm going to put +1/+1 on that. Then I am going to play this. And I'm going to put a +1 on this. Either a green or a red. Green. It is. Play this. Put another +1/+1 on this. Play this. On this. Cancel that. Next. Definitely attacking this. Definitely attacking this. Welcome to 4. Enter. Excuse me. So Danny, if they have some sort of mass removal, we're in trouble. It's fairly mass removal, I guess. Jeebus. I'm not sure that they're going to have anything that's going to be able to get out. Maybe they will. Some sort of removal that just rips the ball. That down. Something like that. Wow. Well, I can tell you one thing. HGG definitely knows how to build decks. Look, that deck is super fun. I didn't do as well as he's done with it. I think he, from what I was watching, HGG ran 100% win rate. That was not my experience. I lost a few games, which is fine. I had a lot of fun playing the deck all in all. I think that, like when we did the actual deck tech part of it and talked about the colours, you've got to get the right colours of mana. There are a few times where I had a really good hand, but I had to slow down what I was casting because I didn't have the right colour. So maybe needed an extra red or I needed an extra white. And And I had other land available, but just not the right colour. So that's going to happen. All in all, I would give this deck a, I would say it probably a B, B, solid B. It's not anything that I think that people wouldn't be able to pick up and play with, but I think that the nuances and the subtleness of the mana base, you'd need to actually play a fair few games to get your head around it. Highly recommend if you're looking for something to sort of ladder with or play to get your rank up. This is the sort of deck that I think would be quite useful. It doesn't really struggle against anything in particular, with the ability to be able to push some of the ultimatum cards out costing more. It has enough removal to be able to take out some of the bigger threats. I think it's a fairly strong deck, and yeah, if you haven't already settled on a deck that you want to play for this season, consider this deck. Look, really appreciate everyone chiming in, giving me the support, feedback, encouragement. It means a lot. We've got a couple of channel sponsors, so Grey Viking Games in the show notes below here on YouTube, you'll be able to see a link for Grey Viking Games. Click on that, go through to the website. You can pick up cosmetics and codes for Arena, quite useful. And then we've also got a friend of the channel in the form of a Sydney retailer of cards, so Sydney, Australia, that is. They're good people, so that's great. That's Grey Viking. That's Spectrum Games. Go and check out their website, www.spectrumgaming.com.au. If you have a look in there for singles or accessories for Magic the Gathering, if there's something that you're after and they don't have it, contact them. They may be able to source it for you. They do have a lot of different sources of cards and collections, etc. So yeah, look. Other than that, guys, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. Please drop by, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you on Twitch. All right, guys, have a great one. See you on the battlefield.